So what's good, everybody? It's your boy DJ McCree, and I am back for the How to Trap series. And we're gonna this is the example. I'm gonna play the example real quick, and this is Future Monster.
Junkies, they keep that bread on them, dog. Yola Ho is a monkey.
So, and this is what I got. This is what I made, at least. So as you can see, I think I nailed the most of it, the gist of both of those sounds in general. I mean the arpeggiation. So I just wanted to show you that it's actually being played. I got that. There's some certain things that I want to add to that particular sound, but you know, it's all good. I'm gonna walk y'all through it, by the way. And this, I mean, that's pretty much the Danny Glover lead with a few alterations to it to make it but you know, it is what it is on that one, I guess. But yeah, it's a variation to the Danny Glover. So we're gonna talk about a few things here, and we're gonna start with this sound. It's not a truly difficult sound to actually make, and in general, when I'm talking about like difficulty, I mean it's literally a sine wave. You know, if you wanna, you can even switch it over there. To your liking or whatnot, or when you get this patch, get your hands on this patch when the kit comes out or whatever, or if you're making it, you can automate that particular parameter, which is the timbres, where you select the two timbres. But you got to draw the right click on this on the mix timbre mix one, and then it brings up the timbre harmonics, and then you just drop this line all the way down, and it automatically creates a sine wave because you're cutting off all the other extra harmonics except for the fundamental harmonic, which the most fundamental harmonic is a sine wave. So, and then, you know, I believe the crude low pass is just your typical low pass, and I don't think I did anything in the articulator to that. No, I didn't. So where the real livelihood of this sound is actually lives the most, as far as the arpeggiation, is the pitch. As you know, if you have seen the TM88 music theory, I've already talked about Harmer and resynthesizing the Kill Bill horn, which will be in the collection as well. Now, how arpeggiation works in general is changing the pitch of the particular sound. If we're talking about scientifically, musically is, you know, you're playing keys on the keyboard. You know, scaling through his natural scales or whatever, or his basic or major and minor scales, depending on how you look at arpeggiation. But I don't. Anyways, now basically, you know, I just went into pitch, which you just go in the envelope and then you select pitch, and you know, I selected the one that sounded most like I selected the key that sounded most like the one that Metro Boomin used in the song Monster to work with it. And then as I drew, these represent the octaves. I highly recommend that you and I'm gonna see which line editor I used. You use I suggest you use single curve because it's easier to draw. You know, I have plenty of points right here, as you see. Kind of makes the process a little easier when you're trying to draw out your arpeggiation. So I only have basically one arp, even though it sounds like it's arpeggiating all the way through, and we're gonna get into why it's like that. So you know, so make sure you snap the grid, so it'll make your job, your life a whole lot easier when drawing out the lines. Make sure that you engage tempo when you draw out your arpeggiation. That way it'll play to the speed. And always do your arpeggiation in double time. I mean, that's my recommendation. I mean, that is my taste buds. So that you're doing it, so when it gets slower or whatever, you're not doing anything other crazy things to it. Boy, my throat hurts. But as far as the volume envelope, instead of using your typical envelope right here, and shaping it, I just went into LFO, because the LFO in large is basically the articulation. It will cut out the frequencies just the same as if I was to do it through the envelope, and even better because you get check the speed on it. And then, I shaped the pulse whip so that it'll be on the particular area. These particular knobs right here. And and keep in mind, when you're messing with volume envelopes and other envelopes, sometimes you have to you have to enable the LFO for it to work. So when you go down there and just tap on that little circle right here that I'm circling around. And then, if you want tempo, that as well. And then, I don't think this necessarily snaps to grid, but it doesn't hurt to have that snap to grid on for this as well. And we'll get into that a little down the line. But that's basically it for just that particular arpeggiation. You can and the basic ideas are limitless when it comes to actually making your arpeggiation this way versus like the one where you have to actually put the cent amount of which note is. But that's personal preference, you know what I'm saying? Because, but I feel that you can, if you're arpeggiating with the line editor, you can make certain parts slide up, slide down. It's kind of reminiscent of a particular popular effect called gross beat. So think about that. Because a lot of those sounds, I've done a lot of crazy stuff with that in this sound pack. So anywho, and the other, this is pretty much about the same kind of harmonic or synth sound as the sound I did in the Danny Glover video for the How to Trap 2 for the Danny Glover lead. It's just basic. The only thing I did different was I ducked the frequency. I ducked a certain amount of the lows to give it that bite that it needed. And I hate to explain it like that, but to give it its articulation of the particular harmonics, the way out that it had in that particular song Monster that Southside and Metro Boomin did. So, but that's the only thing I did different from that particular tutorial in general. And just that alone kind of made it different from that sound. And then I adjusted the effects, the reverb. That's another thing that's much different. Actually, those two key things actually make that sound much different harmonically. So keep that in mind. Oh no, let me go back. I used the classic distortion, and I brought up the filter and the amount. So that's another thing, just to give it kind of more of a high. Once it got past that frequency, that low frequency shelf that was drawn out, to give it more of an expression once it gets past into once the mids and highs come out, which forms sort of a valve for that particular pluck. But once again, yeah, I have a video coming up soon. I'm going to post it, and it's going to be a preview of what's to come in terms of the sound set that are coming up. And shouts out to my homegirl, and she actually came up with a pretty decent name. She wants to call it Loud Pack. I thought that was pretty cool. I was thinking Codeine Crazy, because I don't know, it just sounds a little colder, but either way. But if you like this video, just give me a like. If you have any comments as far as synthesis in particular these two sounds, ask. This is in Harmor. Please let it be a Harmor question. This is possible to do in every synth. I will be doing a serum version, well, add a subtractive synth or wavetable synth. I will be doing a serum version of this sound set as soon as I finish this sound set, which I'm pretty much done. I'm probably going to do a few, like maybe 5 more patches. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I appreciate everybody for their time. As you see behind me is Laundry Day. Sweet. Yeah, this is your boy DJ McCree, and I am out.